Hello.
Hello.
On Twitch? Let's see. Where's Twitch?
Anyone confirm? Anyone in the chat in Twitch? Can you hear me? Oh, you can hear Discord. Can you hear me in Twitch? My voice. I don't care about those guys. My voice. I'll take that as a yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I can hear your voice. Yeah.
Appreciate it. All right, let me just put out an announcement, and then we can get into it. You're going to tell me all your woes from this morning, I'm sure.
Oh, what's that? Krita? No. Photoshop.
That's Photoshop, but we'll get into that in a sec. Shadow Dazer. Mr. Dazer, did they fix Twitch on the website? What was wrong with Twitch on the website? Muted by default for me. Good. Yeah, I think that's how it should be.
Oh yeah, I asked Max to change it.
Oh, it was broken before. It wasn't muted by default.
Yes. So yeah, so I had accidentally had 4 pages open while I was watching the first stream,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't work out why I was hearing a massive infinite time loop of your voice and everyone else's voice.
Oh wow, yeah.
It was because the page, when it started, it was unmuted by default.
Oh
but yeah, Max changed it to muted by default.
Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, so how's everyone doing? Welcome to the office hours. I'll try and answer your questions. And yeah, the site was pretty poor this morning. Sorry about that. Database issues. Are there any lingering issues any lingering bugs from that downtime, do you think? Any new ones or anything you want to bring up?
Is the 503 thing fixed?
No, not yet. So at the top of every hour, we'll probably be down for a minute or two. And that's something that we're speaking with our partners about. It's that's a Prisma database issue.
That's also going to be the next competition to generate 503 errors.
That's actually pretty good, actually. Yeah.
Yes.
We joke about these things, but they
will happen. Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of, we joked yesterday about the bug bounty. I needed some help to find an issue, and somebody was able to explain it, and I took it to Justin and proposed the idea, and he liked it so much that we are now going to have a bug hunt bounty, an official one.
Nice.
We can make it kind of like a game. You'll be awarded buzz for finding 0-day unknown bugs and reporting them, and also there'll be a separate one for helping us replicate hard to reproduce bugs that our developers can't reproduce by themselves.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
a lot of game companies do that. They'll reward you if you go and report that stuff to them as well.
Absolutely. Yep. So that's the intention. There'll be a little bit of dev lift to make it work, and I have to put together a proposal for that. So it might not be, this week or next, but as soon as possible, we'll get something there. Kind of gamify it a little bit.
Nice.
Is there supposed to be a stream in Discord too, or do we have to watch the Twitch one?
Oh, I can share my screen in Discord. Just give me 1 sec. Yep. Thank you for reminding me. Let's share screen too. At 720. Hopefully it doesn't go black and white. So it should be running now.
Yep.
Cool. Questions? Anyone have any outstanding issues? Unfortunately, let me 1 second before I let you go.
Yep.
I did write down a whole bunch yesterday, and due to the issues this morning, I wasn't able to get many of them or any of them answered. Only one of them. So sorry about that, but I still have them all written down. and I'll pass them to the devs when I get a chance. But we can definitely add to them today. The one that I did get answered, and I can't remember who asked it, was about profile pictures having not safe for work content in them, and that is banned. We encourage you to report anyone with a not safe for work profile picture. They are not scanned. They're not ingested and scanned like all the other images are quite yet, but that's something that developers are working on. So in the meantime, we do need your help to report any profile that has a not safe for work picture. Very few of them.
Also means that.
Sorry, go ahead.
But that also means it's still not possible to blur them if you just want to not be able to see the not safe for work ones.
Yeah, I don't think the tag is going to work on that, will it?
No.
On profile
Or
pictures.
does it mean that not safe for work profile pictures are forbidden?
They'll be forbidden
Yep.
because there's no real. Well, I will find out whether that's the case, but I'm pretty sure we'll just forbid them outright because we could potentially hide
banners?
them. Banners, they are flagged, I believe, in the image tagging system.
Mm-hmm.
Will we get the tools to deal with that soon, TM?
You mean volunteer
Me and
moderators?
Yuritaku. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I can't confirm that. But I will definitely note that down. So right now,
Thank you.
Right now, no, there's no facility to expose that for you guys, but we could probably make that happen. I'll find out.
One thing I mentioned in general chat earlier, and Maxfield did acknowledge it. I don't know if he looked into it at all yet, but some images that I reacted to yesterday, and I know that I reacted to them, are not reacted to today. So I was able to react to them again. I don't know if that adds to their overall count or if it just removes my reaction and I have to add it again.
Yeah, so I was in the room when that was brought up with Justin. It could potentially be an issue. We haven't been able to replicate it ourselves, but it might have been just an unlucky time that you had submitted when the database was going through some troubles and it hadn't registered your click, your reaction. So it's still on the board to be looked at and investigated more.
Adding on to that, as a suggestion, when you actually react to someone, the bounding box which you reacted is very similar to the background color. Would it be an idea to make that stand out more so you can actually see which ones you've reacted to?
Okay. Yep.
Because if you just give it a thumbs up, it gives it it just makes the background just a shade lighter.
Sure.
And it's kind of hard to see which ones you have and which ones you haven't. So some of them I've accidentally unfavorited and favorited. I'm like, oh, I didn't get no buzz for that.
Right,
because I already favorited it before.
Sure, that makes sense. I'll pass it to the design team. Ralph is asking what happened today. Database issues, I'm afraid. The problems communicating with our database. And the team are working on solutions to try and stop it from happening in the future. But, it's Civitai, you never know. Please add contrast to the reactions. Okay, that's pretty much what I just said. That's
Yep.
contrast. Okay.
Did you have to restore a backup for the database?
No, there was no backup or rollback made.
Okay.
We just had to go down for a little bit until certain long-running queries had freed up a little bit. Yep. So, anyone else? Thanks for everyone for joining. A bunch of people are still coming in. Do you have any pressing concerns? Any bugs that you want me to get in front of the dev team?
Yeah. What's up with the generator?
Is generator down right now?
Oh, the Excel one is.
The Excel is screwed. You need to kick the bugs.
Max, could you go and raise that with the guys if you're listening? It seems SDXL is not happy. Giving me the thumbs up. Thank you.
I don't know if anything's changed about what I discussed with you yesterday about the competition.
We haven't been able to make any changes yet. No, sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just saying because Daz was saying that there's actually been some images reported saying, oh, they're not using the team colors.
Yeah, so I mean, ideally, we would like people to make images in their team colors, or resources in their team colors, but it's not a huge deal if you spent tons of time making a LoRa.
I mean, I get that. It's just how it's, like I said, how it's worded. It must prominently
sure
feature the color. It's like if you don't do this, it won't get accepted type thing. So people are putting in a lot of effort to match that.
I mean, that's ideally what we want. We really do want you to make things in your team colors. Makes it a lot easier for us to identify who's who, and fosters community spirit, team spirit, and all that. So if you can get a green or Santa, then that would be great. But
is there any way on that? Is there any way to like remove ones that we've submitted without like deleting them from our already gallery?
Yeah, so if you've submitted an image
going back on that
to the collection and you want to take it back out again, yeah, you would just do exactly the same as you did to submit it. So if you have an image, actually no, let's go back here.
So I added it from my already gallery.
Okay, let's have a look at one of the images in the collection already. So say that I owned this image and I wanted to get rid of it.
Yep.
I could just go back in to here and uncheck it from the collection and hit save.
Nice,
and it would be
cool.
It would be pulled back out.
Brilliant.
And that's also,
I didn't know.
Yeah, that also works for, and we need to refine this process a little. You can have 5 maximum entries, 5 for images and 5 for resources. It's not 5 overall. There's 5 for each collection. And if, say, 2 of your images are rejected, they're not accepted into the collection, you can't submit any more. You're still stuck. That's your 5 that's been put in. You can go and remove the 2 that were rejected using this method
to get those 2 slots
back. Those 2 slots back. Yeah. Now in future we need to work on that. We need to get that automated so that as soon as something's rejected from the content from any collection, it's automatically frees up those slots. That would be a lot easier for everyone involved. So, but in the meantime, yeah, if you do want to remove something, you can just remove it the same way as you would insert it. And you will get a funky message. When you remove and hit save, it'll tell you that your image or your resource has been added to the collection, which is wrong, obviously. But it is actually removing it. If the box is unchecked, it's removed.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Thanks very much.
Perfect. Now, questions. I've got some questions coming through in Twitch. Let's see. When will we get upscaling and create variations? Any progress? Nothing yet. But I mentioned yesterday that the create, I've got this size down so that it looks like mobile right now, but the create has been upgraded, the create button, and we now have a proper workspace for it. That's the first step in offering these new features. So we have a proper full screen workspace, which we kind of need as the first step before we start to add the upscaling and the a detailer and all that sort of thing. So it's definitely being worked on.
Okay, yeah. This is completely backwards. You have to click save to edit. And if you edit, it doesn't actually change what you want.
If you have to click save,
backwards.
It's the same.
To click save to edit.
The developers have just reused the same message for adding as for removing. So yeah, that's definitely something that needs to be fixed. Yeah. yesterday we talked about LLMs, and at least one of you, large language models, and specifically about capturing voices. And at least one of you, I think 2 people afterwards, sent me a message that they'd checked it out and were kind of blown away by the interface and the possibilities. And we talked about the site going multimodal eventually, and we talked about some of the education hub content that we're not going to feature LLM content quite yet. But I have some quotations from Max. Already Custom Graphics in the chat is mentioning the Max VTuber model. I spoke with Max this morning, and he gave me some little sound bites. So, are you ready? Let's see what Max had to say about the whole thing.
I'm so fed up with Civitai.
Oh, this is gonna be
It's
good.
always broken, and I hate the community so much.
Wow. Fighting words.
Okay, I'll have to go to Discord to hear this, because unless you stream the actual web page, we can't actually hear it on Discord.
I'm streaming my desktop audio, so you're going to have to hear it on Twitch, so yes.
Yep.
How else could I stream that? On
So if
Discord.
you alter, if you go to share screen and then just share the web page, then it'll share the audio of that web page.
Let's see. Let's share the Max. Okay. You ready?
I'm so fed up with Civitai. It's always broken, and I hate the community so much.
Fail.
No working?
Oh wait, no, I had it muted. Do it again.
No, it worked.
All right, here we go.
I'm so fed up with Civitai. It's always broken, and I hate the community so much.
I mean, his words.
So good.
Wow,
Max.
I know.
Wow.
Terrible. What else have we got?
I hate Civitai so much that I cry myself to sleep every night.
I mean, don't we all? Don't we all?
Yeah, that's not AI.
That's his data set.
I've never seen a 404 page on Civitai. Our uptime is like 100%.
Oh no, that's definitely AI.
Well, I mean, yeah. Let's see.
Nope, I've never even used Civitai. Couldn't care less.
You know what would be good to do is if you actually get Max to say a real line, and then you do like 5 AI lines, and then we have to work out which is real and which is fake.
We thought about that. Yeah, I thought about that. That might be a good game that we could play. And I think we should maybe have Max narrate the website. Little sound bites that you can.
Oh God, yeah.
You can click on little call outs.
Like the Windows Assistant, when you click on something, it tells you what it is.
Absolutely, that's where we should be going. Yep.
Yes.
I'm going to switch back here, share the screen. So, new developments. If everyone's finished bringing up their bugs, I mean, if anyone new joins, please let us know what you've been doing and what bugs you've been encountering. I need to get these down.
Do you have a question?
Yeah, sure.
From Jackie's PL on Twitch, the phone is a bit finicky on Civitai.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any plans to continue developing Civitai for phone?
Good question. And yes, absolutely. We have a developer. We have a mobile developer on staff now. He started maybe a week ago, a couple of weeks. And yep, he's working on it. And he's working on an Android app and an iOS app. So, absolutely. It's very exciting. Oh, another thing I'd like to mention about the contest, which is going really well. Look at these. Look at this spirit bank here. Very good. You guys have just been killing it. We're super impressed with the amount of buzz donated. Very, very cool. But today we added some more partners, matching partners for Buzz. So you might not have seen that. I encourage you to go and check out these guys. These
Oh yeah, these we were speaking to Dusk about this yesterday when we saw they were added.
Wow, Yodayo, 600,000.
yeah, some
Not
very
bad.
very generous. Yep. Yeah. So very exciting. I'm really enjoying the contest. If you're looking at this and wondering,
How do you only have one light?
I was just about to address that. I was just about to say, if you're looking at this and you think I'm not participating, it's because I'm not using my mod account for this. I have an alt account, which I keep secret, and I use for being a normal
Secret
user.
stuff.
A normal user, I earn buzz organically, just like the rest of you guys. Because this mod account, it has things like it has ControlNet on it. I get donated like $2,000 in buzz every day, which is kind of artificial. So I feel like competing with this account would be it wouldn't be right. So I just compete with a normal non-mod account.
Yeah, you need to give Tyler a kick in the butt, by the way, because I think he's only got 2 bulbs.
He has been very busy. Tyler has been
I know.
super busy.
we were messing with him last night.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm just looking in stream in Twitch. There's another question. A bit difficult to add photos if you're on phone. On the PC, the green plus button, but not on the phone menu. Yeah. To post images. Yeah, I can see that when we release the apps, it'll make everything a lot easier, I'm sure. Yep. One thing you might not have mentioned, might not have noticed rather, is the split out between, I don't think we talked about it this week, the split between images and videos now. So has anyone come across that and wondered what was going on?
I haven't come across that. I've also come across an issue pertaining to that.
I don't believe it.
No?
Okay.
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
So, if you post a video to a gallery, it won't be displayed. It will only display images.
We have fixed that, I believe, thanks to your report. I'm pretty sure images or videos in a gallery are fixed. So let me see. Let's go to my own profile.
Des?
Okay, that has indeed been fixed.
Has it been fixed?
When was this fixed?
Let's see. I'm trying to
Have
find
you
one.
demanded the correct bus amount for that report? We talked about that yesterday.
Oh, the bounty for the report. Yep. Yeah, that definitely should be fixed. Yeah, there we go. So I'm pretty sure if I head down to the gallery, so the video is always played up here, but they stopped playing down here, but they're fixed now. Yeah.
I have not received any reward for that. No.
You should have held on to that one. I don't think we're giving
that was
out
a
buzz for
freebie.
that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You have to first state the price and then talk about the issue.
That's right. Well, we'll see. I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities to win in the future. Don't worry.
Yeah.
On the topic of those 2 added, was there any thoughts about or any discussion about adding the events button?
Yes. Yeah, that's in the list. Like I said, hardly any availability with the developers today, but just because of the issues that we had this morning. But
Yep.
Now that we're back up after this, I'll go and start cataloging all that. Yep. So splitting out
Awesome.
how are videos different from an image? Any tagging system? There are. How do you mean they are just absolutely split out, just into 2 tabs?
Is that page not dynamic? Because I certainly noticed the one after articles, the bounties one's pushed off the edge.
That's a good question.
Your screen, yeah, the bounty's pushed off the edge, so it's not dynamic.
I'm on mobile view right now. Let's see. Pull up on my phone here. Let's go to Civitai.
If that's the case, it's not done. It's not doing that. Not dynamic. Might be an idea to. So when it does go dynamic, to remove the icons and just have the text,
It does
and then
go.
have it wider.
It does go. But I guess I just didn't have. I had it in the kind of.
There you go.
I had it in the in between kind of state.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just now also noticed that if you resize your window, which I did,
Yep.
the bar that you seem to have on your end, Ali, is not on mine.
The bar.
Which bar?
Right, so if you scroll, right, so where you can't see bounties anymore,
Yep, like here.
so the bar that shows up, if you make it even tinier, so that bar is not on my end.
Ooh, strange.
That's funky.
But
I'll send a screenshot to Maxfield. I can still click on it and move it.
Okay.
But the actual physical bar, like visible, is not there.
Yeah,
That's funny.
It's fine on Firefox, but it's just like a much smaller bar, and it doesn't actually appear until you hover near it.
Ah, interesting. It definitely works on the cell phone as well. You can click and scroll with your finger. Odd.
Yeah, I'm on Opera. I'm a weirdo.
Opera, good lord.
There's your problem.
Yeah, so you can see. There you go. It's just a lot thinner.
I see.
It looks more like a separation.
Gotcha. I swear somebody says was looking for post image and couldn't find it on the mobile view. Yeah, so well, there was an issue there. We had post images, we didn't have post videos, and we decided to make a separate button. However, if you go to post videos, it'll still say create image post because it's the same uploading page, really. It's just to make it clear that you can post images and videos. We give you two different options. So I think we'll reword this just to be create post. So you can post images into it or videos.
Then maybe have a subset after that to post it to images or to post it to videos.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter if it's a video. Yeah, it'll be detected and it'll go straight into the videos tab. Yeah, for sure. And we also got rid of the filter for images and videos because they're split out now. Cool.
Oh, I noticed that you've changed the after you search something, it all goes on the left now.
Yes, the search.
So yeah, is there any way to like have that not be that like that to go back stay like the older version?
You could turn the new search off for the time being. You could disable it, but no, in the new search, all the filters are over on the left.
If you just go onto the home page and then go into models, the filter button is still on the right hand side next to all time. But then as long as when you search something, that filter then goes over to the left hand side of the window.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, so that's there. Then if you search a different model and hit enter in the search bar, it will move that completely over to the left-hand side.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. I don't know the design thinking behind this. I'm not quite sure what we're planning for that, but I can make a note and find out. Search. What's happening? Okay. I will definitely find out that.
Cool.
So what else has been happening in the news? Anyone seen anything super cool that you want to share with everyone? SDXL Turbo. Absolutely crazy. We're now seeing 100 frames a second from SDXL Turbo. That's in real time. Not on my computer. But
it's when it does that at 1024 by 1024, then I'll be impressed.
Okay, so that's so this is 512 by 512.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing that we're going to be getting a Turbo 1.5 very soon. So that's exciting.
I mean, this is the weird thing. There's the SDXL Turbo, which is 512 by 512. Then there's SD Turbo, which is the 2.1.
Yeah.
That's 512 512.
Yeah.
And I guess 1.5. Why not just bundle it all into one and call it SD Turbo? If they're all 1.5, or sorry, if they're all 512.
Sure. Good question. No idea. This one here is the.
It's just really weird.
This one's actually 2.1. This example is 2.1 turbo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Quite low quality. Yeah, it's not great, but I mean, speed is a trade-off there. Joe Penna tweeted that his team have got over 200 frames a second working internally.
Wow.
So that's super exciting.
I gave it a try. I mean, I could do real time at 512 on the 4070, and I bumped it up to 768 by 768, and I could still do it 1024 by 1024. It was just a couple of seconds. So you could probably do it on your 4090, but
Yeah. Mr. Lycon's telling us that Turbo 1.5 is internal, might never get released, but the 1.5 LCM, LCM's very fast.
Yeah,
the
LCM doesn't lose that much quality.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I absolutely love it, and especially the interactive painting options that we get from it. So I have a completely unoptimized workflow right here, and I was going to show you guys some painting, some real-time painting. Let me start this and see if it works. So I have a capture window here, which is capturing this pane. And anything I paint in here will be replicated here, and LCM will render it over here. Does that make any sense at all? Let's just see it in action.
So I guess that's the same as the Krita.
Pretty much, yeah. It's exactly the same as that, yeah.
Or canvas.
Or canvas, yep. So I'm going to paint. My prompt is set up to. I don't want black. No, we want snow. We're going to paint a really quick Santa in the snow. My prompt is set up for Santa, and I mean I'm only getting like 2 frames a second maybe, because I'm streaming and I've got a ton open. Just ruin my
delay
capture
on that paint.
Yeah, exactly. We need a Santa. We need some red.
No, green.
Oh, sorry. No, it's not my team.
Yep.
All right, fine. We'll do a green Santa.
Let's see how this turns out for you. It's going to do an elf.
I hope it does, actually, yeah.
I've seen enough green this week.
Yep.
No.
It's going to do a tree, probably. Let's give him some boots. What have I done? Stop it. Edit toolbar. No, I don't want to edit the toolbar. Stop it. What have I done? Oh, who's a Photoshop expert that knows how to get out of edit toolbar? What? Have I just broke it?
Wait. Can you just do Control or Alt?
It's not working.
Tap Control or Alt.
I've broken my Photoshop. Okay.
Awesome plugin. Yeah, it works brilliant.
Not fixed. Great. Oh, hey, look at that. It was fine until I broke my Photoshop. But yeah.
There you go. Now you've got a Civitai Santa.
I know, that's pretty good. Yeah. But this is, I'll show you how this works. This is an app by Toy XYZ on Twitter. Let me see if I can pull up his page.
Oh, can you do this over your cam like you were showing us, so you can do it live?
Oh yeah, we could try that. Let's get rid of this capture window.
That was pretty impressive, that was.
Let us try, let me try and set that up real quick. I want to pull this over here for a second while I set that up.
Athena, we got with the new training parameters, it was able to do proper faces from a distance.
This is office hours, Anakin.
I just wanted to quick shout out.
let's see. Let me try and set this up. We are going to capture my webcam, maybe. I wonder if I can capture while I'm streaming. Let's see.
Yeah, that's a point actually. Or can you not put a bounding box over OBS where your screen is, where your camera is? That would work, wouldn't it?
Let's try that. Let's try.
Some of the better merges also work with the webcam. You have to up it to 3 or 4 steps, not just one, but they'll still give you decent output, few frames a second.
Sure.
Oh, when I tried the turbo, if I tried to go like below, it would turn into a parchment. Anything over one would start doing like the VAE errors. It was just not errors, but you know how the image looked if you use a mismatch VAE. It was horrible.
You gotta have the right sampler. Like the sampler matters a ton. You can get about 4 or 5 steps out of it before it goes crazy, but config has to be about 0.9 to 1.2. So.
Yeah, if you go any higher than that, you'll get the artifacting really bad.
Let's see. We're gonna try this. Hey,
hey, there you go. That works.
Oh, we're going quite fast. Let me see if you can see my capture window as well. Let me pull this over here. So obviously it works a lot better when
it still hates hands.
I managed to do hands the other day, but let me see.
Well,
let's see.
You've got a hand puppet.
Let's see. Father Christmas. Let me change this prompt a little bit and see if I can fix my capture window a little.
I mean, yeah, your tree hat is probably going to throw it off quite a bit as well.
Absolutely. Let's give him Father Christmas wearing green hat. Let's see if we can get a hand like we did yesterday. Yay! Oh, yes. This is ridiculous. I mean, bearing in mind that the capture window is like 200 pixels across. So,
yeah, try lowering the denoise a bit, so it'll match the image rather than try to change the image. Bottom left.
Do you think so? Do you think so?
Yeah. Well, that's what Lycon just suggested as well. That should keep, because it's the same as like in painting essentially. So if you lower the sampler, it should try and keep similar to what the original image is. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but it's keeping your pose really well now.
Yeah,
yep, there you
hands,
go. Yeah, much better.
Hands are better, yeah, but it's still
not bad. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, so it worked. I had much better results when I was actually capturing my full screen webcam. You know, on one screen I had my webcam, on the other screen I had this running. So very, very cool.
Yeah, it gives much more detail.
Yeah, and the coolest thing about it, you could play for hours. You know, we could change from Santa Claus to a Viking. Oh.
You've definitely got to do a stream like this, I'm saying.
Absolutely.
You gotta have that as your webcam.
I was messing with my son-in-law yesterday, and I had him come up and look at the setup, and I had it as Darth Vader. And so when he got close to the camera, Darth Vader started moving, mimicking his movements. I had a blast with that.
That's very cool.
If this is what VTubers look like, I would probably watch them.
Oh, Lycon said he's got a workflow for you that would help that with ControlNet.
What about the ControlNet? Wow. Okay. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm just digging into, scratching the surface of this. I've been just following Toy XYZ and his nodes. I was going to pull those up for you in the chat. Let me find Toy. on Twitter. He doesn't share his workflows, so you have to go and figure them out yourself. But
we can see what you're searching now.
Oh yeah, there you go. Well,
He's trying to generate what you're doing.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Okay, so in the chat here, I'm going to post the nodes that I'm using are made by this guy. You can find it on his GitHub, I believe, which are linked in there. He does some very, very cool stuff. But yeah, Lycon, I'd love to see your workflow and see if we can make this faster, make this better.
Are you able to up the FPS on that? I know it's like on 20, but would you be able to like 60 FPS or?
Yeah.
I guess that's lots of the rendering steps.
I think this would be the limiter here. Yep. Because
I guess it depends on how quick you could generate to how much FPS you could have it.
Sure. Because I mean, all it's doing is taking. It's just taking a picture and saving it to disk. Here's my capture.
Yeah.
At 20 frames a second. So. This workflow was optimized for LCM. That's exactly what I'm using. Yep. Yeah, this isn't a turbo workflow. But it could definitely be faster, for sure. And Daz says, luckily in preview node and not a save node. Yep, I found that out the hard way. The first time I did this was a save node, and things were not good. Oh, there is a turbo one. That's interesting. So Yang Hologram has shared with us a turbo workflow.
This worked out last night.
Oh, very cool. How does it? Okay, yeah, exactly the same. Yeah, that's cool. I'll have to test that out. Thank you.
By the way, what GPU is this running on?
This is running on 4090.
Wow. My 1660 Super is crying now.
It might not be too bad.
Yeah, the problem is the 6 gigs of VRAM. That's the main problem I'm having always. You have to skirt around it, it crashes sometimes, and you have to just restart everything because 6 gigs. Yeah, I came up to the level that I installed Linux with just i3 to lower down the VRAM usage of Windows itself.
Oh, yeah.
Because it took too much VRAM, and I actually found a measurable difference between using Linux and Windows.
There is a slight command arg you could do. So how much system memory do you have?
32 gigs. But at the time I had 16 only.
If you use medvram, it loads the model into system memory, not VRAM. So it frees up VRAM for usage. So if you give that a try, that will give you some overhead on VRAM.
Yeah, I'm using VRAM at this point because, that was, I think, like 6 months ago, and some optimization came, and everything is good now, and I can just use VRAM on Windows, so yeah.
I can't believe that worked, Ali.
I was trying to give myself a beard.
No, you got horns, though. You actually got horns as well.
Let's try. Oh, yeah. There you go. White beard. We need... Too much
Maybe
fun.
try standing back from your camera a little bit.
Oh, there's not much detail.
Oh, it's like turned it into a samurai hat now.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I could be a samurai. Yeah. So, if you're interested...
You could also be a princess.
I mean, at this point, you look like a furry, but...
The danger of...
There's so many furries in the community, I can't even imagine.
I did consider changing to a princess, but I would like to post this VOD and not be banned from Twitch. So last time was close. So I will update the education article with exactly how this is done. So there's a quick start guide. I'll post it in the chat right now. It's very, very high level, but it's a guide to getting started with LCM. And there are a couple of workflows at the bottom for using OpenPose to, let's just pull it up here actually. So there's an example of the webcam to image when I'm actually capturing a full size webcam rather than this tiny little one. Works really well. And then there's an example with OpenPose. So capturing an OpenPose skeleton. So I'll add another one. I will have a go at the workflow that's come over from Yang Hologram, really kindly.
I didn't even know that the education subdomain existed, and I've been using Civitai for the past year.
Many people tell us this. We don't actually promote it anywhere on the site. And
yeah, you should. It looks amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks. So yeah, we keep meaning to. We keep meaning to really push the education site, and it's huge by itself. It just doesn't get any traffic from Civitai. So we only launched in July, I think, and we had like 40,000 views so far.
Was there even a post on the top of the page? Hey guys, we have an education site opening.
I don't think so. I think most of the traffic comes from CivBot. If you ask questions to the little bot in the corner, he'll send you to the education site. And if you want your minds blown, this is going to be announced in the newsletter this Friday. We have another subdomain that nobody knows about, wiki.civitai.com. And this is a generative AI wiki using MediaWiki, so everyone's familiar with it. And we have 212 pages of information. And they're all stubs right now. Some of them are only just a single line or a paragraph. But we are looking for volunteers to help us get this ready for the public. So, I mean, it's public right now. Anyone can come look at it, but we're going to open it up in stages. So the first stage is to find people who want to be members of the Wiki Brigade and to help us curate this, help us flesh it out a little bit more. And then we're going to open it up to the public eventually, once we've got people who can help us, moderate the public changes. So I need to build a team. Anyone who's interested in joining the Wiki team, they can email me. I'll put my address in the chat. You will get, if you join the Wiki Brigade, if you're selected, you will get a nice site badge to donate to show that you're a Wiki Brigade member.
Yeah, you should obviously promote those things more, because
absolutely,
if you have to either go to a link on the bot or go into literally this to even know about those things.
Sure. Yeah, no, absolutely.
I could probably do some pages about Python, because for those ones I'm 100%
oh yeah, absolutely.
able to.
So we
do this.
Yeah, I think you could expand on that a little. We are, even if you think you could only help with one page, please let me know. It would be great to get this more filled out. So if you've got ideas or you'd like to contribute at all, just please get in touch. Discord is better. If you're in Discord, please send me a DM, but I'll also look through and review my emails on this. So yeah, education.civitai.com and wiki.civitai.com. and we will promote those better in future for sure.
Put a link on the front page.
Yeah, we've talked about putting it in the banner down here.
Yeah.
We've talked about
exactly
a bunch of places, but yeah, never got around to it. Yeah, but it's we've got
seeing how a event of making a 404 picture, ever 404 picture, got a banner, but hey, we made a highly advanced, a good education sub-page with guide and shit, and didn't. You probably have to redo your prioritization of those things.
That's true. My camera won't focus. That's true. Yeah, that's a fair point. That's definitely a fair point. It's just that they've been in kind of a beta state for so long. They didn't have much content in them, and then now that we've started to actually fill them out, we haven't got around to posting, but we will. I'll get on the devs right now. So thanks to anyone who's joined while I've been showing off all this nonsense. If you've got any questions, if anyone's come in that has any questions, wants to bring anything up, please put a message in the chat or shout out.
Basically, I have a question because I've been interested kind of in VidVid. I did something with VidVid a bit ago, but that's like a 4 months old technique. What's the current techniques for this? Because, I've been out of the game for VidVid because of VRAM issues and slowness of MedVRAM.
Good question. I'm not sure. If you're interested in video to video, you need to check out Tyler's stream on Thursdays. He'll be on what day is it? Wednesday? He'll be on tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow.
Check out his stream. He does all sorts of cool video stuff. Really, really amazing stream. So he uses Comfy UI for that. And his streams, he just makes phenomenal stuff. So definitely check him out. But while you've been away, you might not be aware of Stable Video Diffusion.
No, I've not been trying out things.
Okay.
I've been the community, but I don't know. I've not been trying things out.
Okay.
Yeah, I know SVD, but I do check Reddit at least once a week.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I decided to just pay some site that hosts some cloud hosts to do this, to do the training, to just do this thing. Sure. I found some guys, some hosts that did like $50 for a A6000. So yeah, $50 per hour. So yeah, I've just put $5 there, and we'll try some more.
It's an exciting time for sure. But yeah, definitely, if you're interested in video, come and watch Tyler's stream on Thursdays. Very popular. A lot of good information in there.
Will do.
Yeah, I'm glad that a lot of you are joining Twitch. That's great. And a lot of people are watching Twitch through the site. And I'm happy that we got the notifications up on Civitai. When you tell us that, we're talking about not promoting new things on Civitai, but we did get the notifications that we're live on Twitch up pretty quickly. So you can come to the site if you see live on Twitch up in here, then you can click that to join us. We're also, when we go live, it shows up on the bottom banner, and you can even watch the stream live on the website. So we were quick to get that in. And it's really funny because we're posting we're chatting in the art category on Twitch, and it's 99% traditional artists in this category. And because of all the people watching through the website, we're at like 400 viewers right now. We usually jump to the top of that category when we're streaming. So very cool to have so many viewers learning about Civitai.
I have another question. How much data do you transfer, like per whatever?
I don't know about
8 petabytes.
I don't know
8 petabytes is an announcement.
Yeah, but that's only downloads though. So I'm interested. That's actually a good question. So I wonder how much we transfer just, in a week.
with the uploads as
worth
well.
of uploads, downloads, just site traffic. That would be interesting too.
Just the downloads alone is a scary amount of data.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think some months we've hit 14, maybe 14 petabytes, maybe a bit more.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but thankfully our host doesn't charge based on download amounts. So
after some time they will just check. Why are those guys doing so much data?
Right.
We should charge them or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah, looking back, last month or so, it's consistently around 8 petabytes.
Okay. Yep.
I guess there's when there's a spike. Here's one 11 petabyte. Yeah.
Sure.
That was on November.
I think one of the things we're going to do for the new year, end of the year, is we're going to have some sort of stats that we'll publish, the year in review, and we'll try and find out a little bit more in depth about how people are using the site and that sort of thing. I'm interested
by the announcements. It seems. Sorry, go on.
No. I was just somebody's talking. Daz is mentioning the versus Hugging Face. That's a hard one. I'm really not sure. I don't know the stats for them.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think also is that's like comparing DeviantArt with like GitHub. There's so much more wide variety than what Civitai is at the moment.
Yeah.
Hugging Face doesn't really host images and videos and stuff like that. So, and also lures. It's just the immense amount of content on Civitai blows Hugging Face out of the park. Like way out.
I don't think you realize how big Hugging Face is actually. Like, yeah, that would be a bit of a bold statement to make.
Yeah,
I mean,
by all means, correct me if I'm wrong.
Definitely a curious comparison.
Yeah, I mean the images and stuff like that, yes, but in terms of what the amount of stuff that's stored with models going from everything from LLMs, literally all the way across the board. I mean, I think they've got about 85 categories of all different programs that they use.
Yeah, I don't know if
and not only that they also do spaces as well. So people were actually training SDXL models on Hugging Face spaces. So that alone is going to push an absolute metric ton.
Sure.
They quickly get shut down though.
You don't know how much traffic is just generated live by software that's just accessing them. Those Hugging Face leaks.
Yeah. Does anyone know?
Because on Civitai, most of the users are downloading the models and using them locally. But on Hugging Face, there are way more users that are just using them online on the fly.
Sure, the spaces.
Yeah, they also do full data sets as well. So it's not just like models and laws that they actually host complete data sets. So if you're looking for something, you can literally go and download a data set and then train it.
And then, I mean, there's all the large language models, the LLM stuff.
Yep.
All the audio.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but as far as traffic goes, do they publish any other stats? I'm not sure they do.
I don't think so.
No. Interesting though. We'll definitely have to.
It would definitely be interesting to see how they compare, because like I said, I think it is like comparing DeviantArt with GitHub. They both have super high traffic, just for different people.
Sure. Yep. Absolutely. I can see some last minute issues. People are saying rearranging works. Issues with rearranging images on models, maybe. Yeah. Okay. I'm noting this down. On posts. Okay. Rearranging images on posts. What exactly happens? Does it just doesn't save the new position, or? Oh, okay. Okay, it's very odd. And your mouse kind of drags the image around.
Bounding box while it's being dragged.
Okay. Dragging. All right, I will go and look into that right away. Yang, API documentation on GitHub. Wow, I think that documentation is really outdated. Devs haven't had time to update that. Release of the API is, it's available. You can generate an API key from your account profile over here in account settings. This might not be your question at all, but this is where you would generate an API key down here. How do you use it? Then in that case, if it's not in the documentation, I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not a big API user, but it definitely works because we have, auto extensions and all sorts of other apps that hit our API. I will talk to the guys about updating the API docs. Make a note of that as well. Yep. All right, it is 6 o'clock. Anyone have anything that they want to raise with me before I head off? It's going to be Tyler tomorrow. If I get any answers from the devs this evening or tomorrow morning, I'll pass them on to Tyler and maybe he can share them with you. Otherwise,
were you able to...
Go ahead, sorry.
Were you able to find out my issue with the real person depictions?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. No, sorry. I haven't heard from the devs at all today. Only for one particular issue. So much time was taken up this morning with the site being down, and yeah, sorry. I wasn't able to get any dev time.
Absolutely. Okay.
Anonymous is going to give us another bug in the chat right here. A more visible upload button would be welcome for uploading content. You mean the little green plus is not visible enough? And I'm saying that jokingly because lots of people don't have a clue where to upload anything. We definitely need to do something with this.
Well, that's also the button. I always use the profile page.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So
see, that's exactly what I said the other day.
About. Yes, exactly. That's what I was talking about. So yeah, this is the main menu for uploading content. Is the little green plus up here? But
I actually always use the profile page.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Ali, show him what the other two next to it do as well.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready? So this one takes you to the Support Us Donate page, and this one takes you to... Nobody knows about this either. It takes you to the contest page. But there's no...
I knew about the other two.
Oh, you did? Okay.
The worst part is I clicked on the other two. I just didn't click on the plus for some reason.
It's just there for decoration. Yeah, there's no tooltips on any of these. There's no hover over. It's just, they're just there. So we definitely need to highlight that this is actually where you go to post stuff.
Well, that'll all be fixed. It'll all be fixed when we have our virtual Max tour guide.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Click down here. He's going to be speaking to us. Yep. Absolutely. Let's see. One last bug in the generator. If you have some loaded LoRa's in your current generation which doesn't have any LoRa's selected, and you try and select an old generation, it doesn't properly remove the LoRa's that are already loaded. Interesting.
Oh yeah, I've had that as well.
Okay. So it should clear out.
I think if you do a Control F5, that will remove the LoRa's. But if you just do a normal refresh, it will keep the old LoRa's, even though they aren't visible.
Gotcha.
But when you hit generate, the old LoRa's will still be there.
Oh, that's interesting. Like behind the scenes sort of thing. Invisible LoRa's. It's been like that for days. That's because they're invisible. But thank you for pointing that out.
LoRa's.
That's awesome. Thanks for pointing that out. Let's see. First time chatter over here in Twitch. Nice to see you. Oh yeah, the part of the logo. Okay. Yep. I will pass all this on to Justin. Green plus button problems. Green plus button. Cool. Cool. And then before we go, let me see. Change windows.
I just unmuted to say I love Civitai AI.
I'm really glad. That's great.
It's the best.
That is great.
Yeah,
Also,
I must
Justin
say,
once stole my
I must
burrito.
say that Civitai is a lovely site, and I love that you guys spend so much time developing it for the community.
that's really good to hear. Thank you. Yep. We're really happy to be working on Civitai. And, you know, this is only the beginning. We've come a long way in this year, but we've got so many plans. So it's really exciting to be able to share this all with you. And I'll leave you with a really heartwarming message from Max, who, you know, Max and Justin, they've been friends for a long time. They have multiple companies together, and I think they're really having a great time running Civitai. And
Justin once stole my burrito. I hate him.
They have a good relationship. I don't know.
Who stole someone's burrito?
I'm so fed up with Civitai.
Oh, I had that one.
It's always broken, and I hate the community so much.
Yep. Very good, very good.
I hate Civitai so much that I cry myself to sleep every night. AI-generated art is not art.
Oh, fighting
I can't
words.
even hear it.
Ooh.
Dearie me, Max. Good lord.
Shots fired.
Absolutely. Good lord. Wow. All right. Any questions before I go? All good? Remember, you can send me DMs. I won't be on until next Tuesday, but like I said, if I come across any or get some time with the devs tonight or tomorrow, I'll pass those answers on to Tyler for tomorrow. And if not, send me DMs, and I will see you on Tuesday hopefully with answers for everything we talked about. And cool. Have a good weekend. Have a good rest of your week. And I will see you
Good
then.
day, good night, and a good rest of your week.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Thank you for sharing.
Appreciate you all coming.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye.
Just confirming